Nancy Reagan's reliance on astrology during her time in the White House has long been a subject of fascination, and new accounts continue to reveal just how much influence her secret astrologer wielded. According to reports, Joan Quigley, a San Francisco astrologer, quietly became one of the most powerful behind-the-scenes advisors to the First Lady and, by extension, the President himself. What began as private phone consultations turned into a steady stream of guidance that touched on everything from scheduling events to handling political crises. Quigley was first introduced to Nancy Reagan after the 1981 assassination attempt on President Ronald Reagan. Shaken by the incident, Nancy sought comfort and reassurance in astrology, which she believed could offer insight into timing and safety. From then on, Quigley provided daily advice, often by phone, and her input began to shape the White House calendar. Major speeches, trips, and appearances were frequently adjusted based on her astrological readings, a fact that was carefully hidden from the public. Over time, her influence grew to the point where it affected internal power struggles. One of the most notable outcomes linked to Quigley's advice was the ousting of White House Chief of Staff Donald Reagan. The relationship between Nancy Reagan and Donald Reagan had already been strained, but Quigley's guidance reportedly emboldened the First Lady to push for his removal. She believed his handling of certain issues was damaging the president, and with the additional reinforcement of her astrologer's counsel, she pressed for a change in leadership. Reagan ultimately resigned in 1987, a move that many historians argue reshaped the dynamics within the Reagan administration. While the public did not know at the time how astrology played into the decision-making, revelations in later years highlighted the extraordinary extent of Quigley's role. Her position was never official, and she never set foot in the West Wing, yet her phone conversations carried weight that rivaled some of the most senior staff. Nancy Reagan later defended her reliance on astrology by saying it was meant to protect her husband after the trauma of the assassination attempt. For her, it was less about superstition and more about finding comfort and control in an unpredictable world. The story remains a striking example of how personal fears and private beliefs can quietly shape the highest levels of political power.